Character of the Week. So, today's Character Week is Slade Wilson, no relation to Wade Wilson, better known as Deathstroke. In the 1980s, New Teen Titans comic book, he debuted as Deathstroke the Terminator, created by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. He went by the name Deathstroke the Terminator. They just really want to let you know this guy just kills. At times, he was just known as the Terminator or Deathstroke or Termy, whatever. But this is also 4 years prior to James Cameron's The Terminator movie, so they didn't want to confuse the audience or people who think association with it, so they just dropped the Terminator part and just left the Deathstroke, which is still a cool name. I mean, it literally means killing blow. Yeah, killing blow. He's an antagonist of the Teen Titans, mainly an adversary of Robin, who became Nightwing. Sometimes he tussles with Batman or Green Arrow, but mainly he just battles Nightwing. He's normally depicted as DC's premier assassin, most expensive and deadliest assassin, mercenary for hire. Easy plot device to throw him in there. He was paid to do it. He does have an unusual set of strict ethical codes that sometimes depicts him as either a ruthless or sometimes as a uneasy alliance to certain heroes because it fits his code of ethics or whatever. But, you know, generally he's just a ruthless killer. In fact, one of his strict codes actually cost him his son's throat. Held at knife point and demanded that he give up his employer. He refused because of ethics, and his son's throat got slashed and he lost his ability to speak. Father of the Year. Speaking of kids, he's about a father of 4 of them right now. He's got Jericho, Grant and Rose Wilson, who became Ravager. He's got another one named Respawn, which is ew. The man's Father of the Year, somehow still a better father than Odin. So, as far as his origin goes, he enlisted in the military about age 16, lied about his age, got in, combative skills and blah, 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 leadership skills. He was actually chosen to be part of an experiment. It's an experimental drug that enhances about 90% of the human brain. I mean, yeah, basically super soldier serum. So with that drug came the usual enhancements for any type of super soldier, makes him a better human. Strength, speed, agility, endurance, healing. It also gave him the ability to think faster than most humans, almost to anticipate. He outthinks and anticipates his opponent's move. Kind of like a precognitive type of ability. He went rogue from the military while still enhanced with his abilities, became a mercenary for hire. But he kept that part of his life a secret from his family, his wife, and etc. And until it came out and bite him in the end, where, you know, his son got his throat cut. But, you know, never take your work home. As I also stated before, like I said, a famous adversary of the Teen Titans. Some of his famous storylines involved the Judas Contract, where he had an inside person, someone named Tara, pretended to be a member of Teen Titans, but it's really just a mole for him. The less said about that, the better. Speaking of Titans, he was one of the main villains in the TV show Teen Titans. Although, because it was a kid's show, they couldn't use the name Deathstroke, they just kept his name Slade, which still kind of gave an intimidating vibe to him. Shout out to Ron Perlman for that voice work. Speaking of TV, he was also featured in Arrow, probably one of his better depictions, played by Manu Bennett. Gave Arrow his best season ever, by the way, so that was a pretty good. And as a nod to the multiverse, he was also played by Flash Thompson from Spider-Man. As I said before, he's an easily placeable character. All you need is just someone who just gets paid to do something. So he's been featured in several Batman animated TV series. He's been featured in several Batman video games, Batman straight to DVD sales, Young Justice. He's always depicted as a badass because, well, he is. So shout out to you, Deathstroke. Anyway, back to you guys. Like, share, subscribe.